Is my phone? Yeah, don't land on my phone. If you can avoid it. Scaled. Oh,
Parkour!
scaled.
When the camera's on, it's all a big bit of fun on the big red shutter club. On the big red shutter club. I'll do.
So, hello and welcome back to the Red Shutter Club. I am here today with Simon Howard.
Howdy.
Howdy. howdy. So, how you doing, Simon?
I'm good, thank you, Shannon. How are you doing?
Dandy, man. Dandy.
Amazing.
A little damp out, but
Yeah.
it's good. It's good.
Okay.
So, I guess just tell us a bit about yourself as a musician.
Yeah, so I'm a country folk singer-songwriter.
Hence the yeehaw.
Hence the howdy. So yeah, it kind of all properly started when I went to Texas in
That'll do it.
Yeah, that would do it. Yeah, in 2018, and yeah, I basically took my guitar there, and stayed there for a summer. Started writing in this little apartment that I rented out, and yeah, it kind of stemmed from that really. Kind of came home and started showing a couple of these songs that I'd been sort of playing at open mics while I was out in Texas and stuff. Kind of built more confidence to try and start doing this, and yeah, it kind of already began from that summer, I guess. Really, yeah.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
Mm.
I'm actually a quarter Texan, you know.
Stop it! What? Just throwing that little fact in, okay.
Sprinkle that. Sprinkle that.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
A lot of people that I know who are in the Americana scene always talk about Nashville, but Texas.
Mm.
What was the scene like over there?
Just mad, really, to be honest. It is kind of like Nashville. It's just kind of like pouring out of its ears. Like it's kind of like hard to miss it, really. And they've definitely got that strong country thing going for them. And yeah. So I think that's probably why I probably came back writing in that kind of way. I mean, I've always enjoyed that style of music anyway. Grew up kind of listening to a lot of folk, a lot of country.
Yeah.
So if anything, that kind of just encouraged it more as I got older. So
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And now you're doing your masters down in London, yeah?
I am, yes. Yeah. As of as we speak. So I've only been doing it for about 4 or 5 weeks, started in September. But yeah, so far so good, no complaints.
And have you done much with the scene in London?
Yeah, so I've actually got a couple of gigs coming up. I don't know when this goes out, but I'm playing on the 26th of October. And then I've got another gig on the 24th of November in the Macbeth, which is going to be full band. And yeah, so that's kind of my introduction into the kind of London music scene, which is, can't complain so far, yeah.
Yeah. How are you finding it compared to up here, like the people?
Compared to the people, I mean, it's great. It's just, I would say, kind of because of here, it's more familiar territory, and you just kind of get that maybe a bit more welcoming feeling here.
Yeah.
Not that London hasn't been welcome, because it has been, but there's definitely more of like a
Scouse welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome.
So, and it's kind of a bit more warming, as you say, like when you're here and stuff.
You know, I'd imagine it wouldn't be dissimilar. I always joke that American friendly is English flirting. And I imagine it's a pretty similar, just with how closed off and cold people can be.
Yeah.
I bet coming from New York to Liverpool would be kind of similar from going from Liverpool to London.
Yeah, it is a bit, I must admit. Especially just like in day to day, where like, say if you accidentally like bump into someone, like they won't even like kind of like look up, like here if you did that, it would be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, you know, it's so more kind of like, I don't know, a bit of a just a friendlier touch, a little bit more warm, and being like, you know, just day to day. And yeah, everyone's kind of a bit, you know, keep themselves to themselves, which is fair enough. But yeah, but it's good though. Really am enjoying it. But yeah, it's definitely different compared to Liverpool. So
tell us a bit about your songwriting process then.
Yeah, so it's maybe unusual. I don't know. Maybe it's not. But I basically start with the majority of the time with a chorus, because I just feel like that sets the tone of the song, and I can kind of like base the story around that. So once I've got a chorus that I'm quite happy with, I kind of then start picturing narrative around it, and yeah, that's the kind of starting point. Sometimes the chorus can change a little bit after that, depending on how I feel, if it matches up, or it's kind of, to try and just keep it sort of connected kind of thing. But it usually starts from there. I feel like it just kind of helps me paint a picture a lot easier than I guess, like, from the start of a verse or something.
So do you consider your songwriting more of like storytelling then?
Yeah, definitely. I would like to think so. I've always kind of liked that kind of like telling a narrative, sort of like guiding you through different verses and bridges and kind of stuff like that, and then it kind of all coming together in a chorus and hopefully making sense. But yeah, I kind of would, and that would kind of make sense considering the stuff that I was growing up listening to. It was always very like storytelling and yeah.
And country is
a lot
of storytelling, a lot of storytelling.
Absolutely. So yeah, it kind of makes sense that I want to try and write in that style anyway.
Yeah. I've been asking people a lot about networking to kind of like get gigs, to get opportunities. So what are maybe some of your tips and tricks for that?
Well, I mean, I find networking a bit sometimes a bit uncomfortable just because I don't know why, as soon as you hear the word networking, it's kind of like you're here for one thing and one thing only. Like, I'm here just to try and like get something out of you. But I mean, I know that you've got to kind of do that kind of thing, and I guess how I kind of look at it is not so much as a networking thing, but try and sort of connect with someone in a more friendlier kind of way, so it feels a bit more natural, instead of feeling like I just want one thing from you. Because I feel like, because then you're going to build, I guess, kind of like a relationship with these people if you're going to go forward with them. So I just feel like if you're going to be a bit more, I guess, like, a bit more friendly at the start, it kind of feels like it's a bit more, we could naturally just, grow as a relationship. And if we wanted to work together and do this and that, it's kind of, for me, it feels quite nice that we started off on the right foot kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that's my personal preference. But just for networking though, in general, I would just get out there and just meet people, and wherever that you hear that something is happening, just go to it and do it. And especially with open mics, I mean, that's the best way to kind of meet any kind of fellow artist, and get an understanding of what they're like, and their kind of music. And it's just, to be fair, it's just even just enjoyable just to do that, even if you were just wanting to go down and just listen to some music. I mean, it's probably the best kind of way to see a lot of artists in a short space of time without having to go to a full-on festival or something. So yeah.
Indeed it is. So I remember in your little survey, because there's a little survey.
Pre-survey.
Because I'm a business major and I enjoy spreadsheets. You had an interesting response to kind of the building brand image, about kind of letting the brand image build you almost.
Yeah.
So tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, again, kind of like maybe like a personal preference thing, but I think kind of just getting out there and playing and meeting people, they kind of tell you what their interpretation of you is, and I think that kind of helps give a more of an indication of what you're actually giving off than you think you're giving off. Because I think you can do a lot of preparation and a lot of branding yourself, but you're not going to really know what you're actually giving off until you get out there, sort of thing. So I think it's kind of like a mixture. Like, you kind of got a basic understanding of what you want to try and come off as, but I think you can really kind of like sort of fine tune it a little bit more once you start speaking to people and start putting yourself in front of people.
Well, I think that's a pretty good way to do it, because sometimes you go to open mics and you see people who are trying really, really hard to
Mm.
push something, and it just doesn't feel natural.
Mm.
Whereas if you could just kind of feed off of your own strengths,
Mm-hmm.
like when I started performing, I didn't perform at all really back in New York, maybe a show or two.
Oh, really?
Then I came over here, but like my stage presence and my brand kind of just came
Mhm.
as I got more comfortable performing.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
yeah.
Definitely, I like that.
Yeah, and I think you get a bit more kind of confident in what you're doing as well
Yeah.
by that approach. Just like I mean, in general as well, like you build confidence through performance, but then you kind of become more, as you say, comfortable and kind of more confident in your own skin a little
Yeah.
bit. By kind of kind of going out there and like sort of feeling like, oh yeah, that does
Yeah.
make sense. Like, you know, and you kind of get a better understanding of yourself. And I would honestly say probably that's been the biggest kind of help indication for me, really, as an artist, just kind of getting out there and letting people make their minds up for themselves. So, yeah.
So there's two questions that we've been asking everybody who's been on this season.
Mm-hmm.
The first of which is, what is a song from the Liverpool music scene that you wish you wrote? It's a toughie.
Oh my god. How long you got? Jesus. I mean, I'm trying to think of. I mean, I could say pretty much any Beatles song ever, but
Fair.
do you mean current or past or
Whatever you want.
Okay. Well, from past, I mean, There She Goes is a great song, isn't it?
Oh,
The
yeah, yeah,
Laws.
yeah.
So that's the first one that kind of comes to mind. But
Yeah,
great tune.
great too. Shout out to Barry.
Yeah.
And then the second question that we've been asking is, the whole Liverpool music scene goes head to head in the Octagon. Massive scrap.
Oh God.
Who's coming out?
Oh God. The violence, the scenes.
To be fair, this was not my question. This was my producer actually at a John Witherspoon gig. He was like, you know what, you should ask everybody who'd win in a fight. And he's just this 6'4" man. And I'm like, of course you want me to ask that.
Is someone booking this? Is someone planning this event? Is this what's going on?
That'll be our season finale.
Yeah. God, you'd win an Octagon. Oh my God. It's just quite a mad image just in itself, just seeing like a load of artists just
Especially with the mad group that we are.
yeah, oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Do you know what? I'm gonna give it to John Witherspoon, just for the height.
Fair.
Yeah, I think he could handle himself. I think
Yeah.
he could get around you as well. Like, he looks like kind of like a
Nimble.
yeah, like
Yeah,
he can
yeah.
really He's got some moves, I reckon. Shout out to John there for that.
Shout out to John Witherspoon or John Higginbottom.
For the moves I've
As,
just given him, apparently.
All right, so with that, I think we'll head off to our couch concert. Do you know what you're going to be playing for us today? Because you definitely haven't already
I have
played
not
it.
done this, no,
No,
not at all.
no.
I'm going to play a song called Cancellation.
Just seen another cancellation, another one to get me through the night. Oh, I don't want another conversation, just so I have something new to write. Oh, you use this offer as a way to pass your load. I don't need secrets or the name of your road. With your joke going steady, should I be standing here? Well, I'm just standing here. Just seen another cancellation, another one
That was lovely.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Was that in your set at the April Moon gig? It sounded
It was,
familiar.
yeah, it was, yeah.
That was a great show.
Oh, it was great. I loved it.
Is there anything you want to plug before we get going?
I mean, kind of did it with the London shows before, so I don't know if I should. Do you want me to just plug it again? Or
You plug whatever you want to plug.
Okay, cool. I shall plug that.
You said November
24th.
24th.
Yes.
Day after Thanksgiving.
Oh, lovely.
All right. So thank you so much for joining us, Simon.
Thank you for having me, Shannon.
And thank you so much for tuning in.
Another cancellation, another one to get me through the night.
Do you know there's a trick?
What's the trick?
If you buy a gift card
I've heard of this.
for £10 and then you can get in. Costco later.
Should have done that.
Oh, lad.
This
so hot.
episode is brought to you by... Please don't flash the camera. Hello and welcome back to the Red Shutter Club.
Slap.
The slaps.
Slap, lad.
How's it hanging, my guy?
Cool, man. I literally hit the gritty before, so.
Oh my goodness. You're a musician here in Liverpool as well as being a student.
Yeah.
So just tell us about the child side of the music scene, the slave labor side.
What child? Do you say you farted?
We've got the Ben Whitley fan club all here. It's just Blair.
All of one. One's better than none. Hello.
Yeah. Oh goodness. So Ben,
Shannon.
how long have you been here in the Liverpool music scene?
Oh, the music scene. Fucking 2 years, probably now.
Have you?
Believe it or not. Yeah.
Did you start right when you started at John Moore's?
No. Like after the first Christmas.
Oh, okay.
I've only been playing guitar for 3.
You've only been playing guitar for 3 years?
Yeah.
No, you haven't. Really?
Yeah.
The more you know.
I've only been alive for 6. Thanks everyone.
Happy birthday.
Oh my god. What do you like? That's like reverse dog years.
Yeah, I guess so. Call me a dog.
Yeah, actually, I am.
You rat.
So I don't know. Just tell us about your experience as an embryo in the music scene.
Okay. Hey, sick. That's cool. I enjoy it, mate. I don't know what else you want me to say. It's cool. Play music, write songs,
Comes on a podcast. I
Have a
don't know
drink.
what else you want me to say.
have a drink, meet up with friends, make friends.
You can drink at 6 years old.
In Liverpool.
Actually, yeah, you probably could.
You make enough friends, you don't even have to buy a drink to get one for you.
That is
Some places you actually get a free drink for playing. That should be standard everywhere though.
Mhm.
It's a bit shit
It
now
is
though,
less
innit?
standard,
Innit, Blair?
yeah. Or
Me-
they forget to tell you, or you can't have it until after you play.
Yeah, when they start trying to bend the rules and just
I
get
don't
me a
know how I
drink.
feel about that.
I just want a bevy,
I don't
lad.
know. I don't know. Well, it is nice not drinking because a lot of the times the bar staff goes, "You're not paying for our lemonade, dear."
Oh, you had to give you fees. I mean, yeah. That's sick though. And I'm sure you're all interested there in that.
Rant aside,
I know.
I don't need that sass.
Sorry.
What do you want to talk about, Whitley? Because you seem so enthused.
The weather,
No.
songs, music.
Have you ever ridden a horse before?
I have.
You've ridden a
It
horse.
was more like a pony when I was a bit younger. Though.
Ride it.
Yeah. Sick,
Okay.
lad.
Well, you know what we'll talk about? You do more of the Americana sort of false country music. It's not country music.
No, it's probably more folk, isn't it?
Yeah.
As well. Yeah.
So, do you consider yourself a cowboy?
No. Musically, yeah, probably.
Musically.
But I'm like, I ain't no cowboy. I just like those type of songs, I guess.
Well, what brought you to those type of songs? Because I think that most people who do folk or listen to folk are
Of the older.
yeah. And I mean, at the ripe age of 6.
I know, I don't know what it is. I think when I first started to play music and guitar, it was like I wanted the quickest turnover. So if I couldn't learn a Beatles song straight away, because
Yeah.
there's so many parts to it. But I could learn a folk song straight away and play it, and it sound exactly like the record
Oh, fair enough.
because it's just
Well,
guitar.
a lot of
you know
a
what I
lot
mean?
of pop songs are like that. So do you just not like pop then?
No, not really. I tend to like the music that I can play. If you know what I mean.
But I'm saying a lot of pop songs are the same 4 chords.
Yeah, but they've got layers to it. Like, you know, some pop songs
so
are like
folk
heavily
is boring
reliant.
enough that you could learn it.
But boring. You say boring?
Yeah,
Yeah, probably.
you say boring.
Am I boring? A bit.
How long? If you've only been playing guitar for 3 years, how long have you been writing?
2 and a bit.
Really?
John, I'll tell you why I started writing. Because of the Cavern.
Really?
Funny story. One of the first open mics I played was at a uni bar called the Scholar. And you get a free pint for playing there, but the pints are £2, so it's no difference. So I played there, and it was a bit like they all want to wear like Arctic Monkeys and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was just playing like the same stuff I play, like folk songs and
They didn't want Bob Dylan.
no, not really. So, but I told me granddad, who got me into music, I said to him, I was like, I'm playing out in town and that.
Hmm.
And he was like, I've got to come see him. Like, you're not going to this uni bar. I was like, I'm trying. So I look through. Do you know, you can go on Google and see like what open mics are in the city.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, which one's most suitable to me granddad? I was like, the Cavern. I can do there. He was like, oh God, you've got to write tunes to play. So I was like, well, I guess I've got to write a song.
Well, that's fair enough. I mean, I had kind of a similar reason for starting to write.
But yeah, when did you start writing?
Not
why?
until like last year.
Really?
Yeah, and I've been playing guitar since I was 15. So, God, that was 7 years ago.
7? I ain't even 4. That's mad, that. But you only been writing for a year.
Yeah, well, maybe a year and a half. I tried to write before that, but it just never stuck. But it stuck because I was in my final year of uni. I had spent a lot of time home during COVID, and we're here in my apartment down the street from the Cavern, and I'm like, I can't live 2 minutes from the Cavern where they have an open mic where I could play and not play. Charming.
Pardon me.
Thank you for not burping into the microphone. But I was like, I can't live that close and not play it, and you have to write songs.
Oh,
to
so
play
we're
it.
kind of similar then?
Yeah.
Great minds think alike, Blair.
So,
I've got a
so do
question for you
shit
then.
ones. Oh, are you
Because
interviewing
I actually
me now?
watched the show.
No, he doesn't.
I actually do, you know. What do you reckon success is?
What do I reckon?
Because you ask
success
everyone
is?
else. I want to know what you think.
I don't know. I think there's like commercial success, which is like your Billie Eilish, but even there's levels to that. But I kind of agree with Ali of if you can consistently support yourself and be comfortable through music
More than
and
just
be happy
survive.
with it. Yeah.
That's fair.
You know, then it's
I'm probably on the same lines then.
Yeah.
I reckon there's 2 types, like you said.
yeah.
But I tend to lean more towards the music side.
What do you mean?
For success, it'd say like having the opportunity to like write anything, but never never going out too far. Do you get
Did you
me?
catch that?
Good answer.
Yeah. Yeah, or the laughing one.
You know when Friends was like, yeah.
The sound effects portion of the episode is over.
Nah, I'll tell you how I see it. It's been
How do you see it?
always
What's-
being able to see the light. Do you know what I mean? You can, no matter, because it's never just a straight path to anywhere. So no matter how the thing is, it's always being able to go, it's all right.
Well, yeah, that's pretty fair. It's probably another thing that we talked about in Ali's episode is everybody's music career looks very different. Ali and Ian both make money full time off of music.
Yeah?
Their careers look very different,
Yeah.
you know? So it just kind of depends what you do. But I don't know. Also, I should say that I don't think that like like the Billie Eilish form of success in the music scene, I'd think that's not what you should strive for, because I think at that point you just kind of want to be famous.
Yeah, it's not success then, is it? It's beyond. It's like,
Yeah, it's success in a different way.
it's like success in this scene. It's probably like being content with how things are, but still
Yeah.
open to change.
I think it's more real. I think it's more realistic to be content locally, like,
Yeah.
you know, because that's a golden ticket.
Because
to-
it's so
to be
it's
Billie
so
Eilish.
easy to get caught up in the bullshit of it.
Oh yeah, to get caught up in followers and all that stuff.
Oh God, not off.
Yeah.
Because
I
you
mean-
see the big stars and you think,
Mm-hmm.
maybe I could get to that, but let's
Yeah.
cut this shit.
Probably time for a final question. Is there something particular you'd like to be asked?
What's brand image? Can I ask you? I'm not quite sure what it is.
So I've asked Ben what he wants his final question to be, and he instead wants to ask me a question. So here we go.
I want to pick the brains of Shannon Peterson. Is your middle name Rose?
It is.
Shannon Rose Peterson. I want to pick your brains.
You should know that.
I
If
did
you
though.
were
I
my
did know it
brother.
though, didn't I? I was just clarifying.
Guys, this is pretty hot.
Wait, what? What are you gonna ask me something?
You said you wanted to ask me a question.
Yeah, what's the best song in the open mic? I need one more thing as well that I gotta say. Is that camera still rolling? All that stuff about brand image and that
Yeah.
in such a small scene.
Yeah.
Like about, I need to be careful what shoes I wear or this and that. It's okay. You can enjoy fashion. I like fashion. People like clothes.
Yeah.
But when you're consciously thinking about, I need to wear this because that might get me more followers or something like that.
Yeah.
Jack and Stevie Wonder cares what colour his top is. Yeah, I know, but does he go, I need to wear this because...
You told me this. We after the Belvedere one night. You said
We went
you
for a
were...
Mackey's, a proper...
Wait! I forgot. Do you have your list? He made like a list of things that he wanted to talk about. Have you
Throw
been?
me phone, I might. One night I stayed up late and... Go on, just lash it. One night I stayed up late and... Because I knew I was coming on this, I was like, gotta ask some questions. This is it. Where are we? Ad break. Do the little thing. Says, if you're basing a good song on how many likes you get on Instagram, you're a sad person. Yeah, more clapping. What else did I say?
Put that on the t-shirt.
Sod the colour of your t-shirt and all that stuff, because music is blind. You know what I mean? It's more about how it sounds than how it looks.
Well, yeah.
Anything else? Get
We
milk.
gotta
It says get milk.
We gotta
Long
move
life
on
milk.
here.
Yeah, I got a few points to make.
I'll just leave.
Yeah, go on. Just give us a minute. Get some milk. Give me a glass of milk. There's some stuff that I went into. It was Ethan who was on, talking about how gigs where you have to sell tickets, your own tickets, otherwise you don't get paid.
Yeah.
That's bollocks.
Hot take.
I've also seen. See, I don't do it when I put music out, but people have producers,
Yeah.
and I've heard people get through the grapevine like that. Some people get like egged on to produce with these and just get charged. So the producer's saying to them, this is dead good.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We should add this. We need another session. But you need to pay me £200.
I've heard musicians say, "Oh well, he charges this much, so he must be good."
Yeah.
When it's like mid at best.
I'm criminal for it. I'm cheap and cheerful, mate. Yeah, I reckon that's fucked.
This concludes the hot take
And,
portion
what
of the
else?
episode. Oh, apparently it doesn't. Oh God. Okay. Well, I think with that we'll probably head off to the couch concert.
Yeah, I've got a song for you to play.
The Red Shutter Club. There's a rumour going round, it's spreading through the town. Like a virus, you don't have to be scared. But when the camera's on, it's all a big bit of fun on the big Red Shutter Club. And my mother, she is dead, my father, he's gone too, and my wife has left glad on the big red shutter club. I cannot afford food, I cannot afford a bed, and I struggle each day to find work. And the price of things are high, but I'm not gonna cry on the big red shutter club. There's a rumour going round, and it's spreading through the town. Like a virus, you don't have to be scared. And when the camera's on, it's all a big bit of fun on the big red shutter club. On the big red shutter club. I'll do.
Are we recording here?
Yeah,
Still flashing? That was lovely, Ben.
sorry.
Sorry.
Thanks for having me, Dom. Got a lovely home. Thanks for letting me into your home.
Of course, anytime. Is there anything you want to plug before we head off?
Keep writing tunes, kids. I like hearing new music. That's good.
Says the child, says the teenager.
Stay
Stay in
in
school.
school. Hasn't someone else said that though?
Caitlin Eve.
Didn't James say it as well?
I don't know.
A few people have said it. Fuck that then. Keep it original. I don't know. Come to the open mics. We're all friendly. I've got loads of good mates.
Most of us are friendly.
Yeah, don't come to me. Someone said I got a face like a slapped ass. But you'd want to slap it though.
But
Half of this gonna have to get cut, you know.
oh God.
Yeah, I got a resting
So-
bitch face, I've been told, but
You have resting old grumpy man face.
yeah, I get called an old man. I get the piss taken out of me.
Rightfully so. Because you act like an old man at
Someone get us a
19.
gig, please.
I have 2 questions for you. And I forgot to do this with you. So pretend you didn't hear me ask this because it's supposed to be a secret.
Oh, everyone gets the same question?
Mhm.
Okay, go for it.
2 questions.
Go again.
What song do you wish that you wrote?
Bear With Me by Ollie Felton. That's the
Good
sorry
one.
everyone, but that's the best open mic song.
Okay. Now,
It's a good tune, innit? You getting Ollie on?
if you had to select a fighter, and we put everybody in the open mic scene could be in this octagon, who are you picking to win?
To fight with me or I fight them?
However you want to answer the question.
Well, I'll go with the one. They fight for me. If I'm gonna fight, they'll fight for me,
Yeah.
and I will have. He's not here no more, but Lawrence.
So for Lawrence, he'd
Hello,
be fighting
Lawrence.
against his 4 ex-wives.
Yeah, because but we don't want to find love.
Do-do-do-do-do.
And now, who would I beat in a fight? Whoever fucking wants her.
Whatever this was, thank you for tuning
It's sick,
in.
innit?
Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment if you think you could beat Ben Whitley up.
Make boomerangs out of it. Get me a gig as well.
Shame the way she makes me scrub.